Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my computer rocking and rolling so I can see what you guys are saying. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. The secret is out. And if you guys did not receive the email or you did not see the YouTube video, the big announcement is that I partnered up with Decofoil and ThermoWeb, and it is a dream come true. What you guys know or may not know is that I'm obsessed with Decofoil. I've been obsessed with Decofoil for a really long time. If you go back on my YouTube channel, you'll see the very first time that I ever used Decofoil was like probably 2 years ago. And a quick backstory was hello, Simon. A quick backstory is that just a few years ago, I was searching the aisles of Package Hands, which is a local store to me, trying to find Decofoil to use. And now, can you guys even believe that I have my own collection with Decofoil? I mean, you guys, this is insanity. I mean, I'm so excited about it and could not be more blessed. But I'm in complete awe and so excited about it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the deco foil so that if you haven't seen it yet, I'll show you what we've done. Thank you, Gailey. And we're going to recreate this card today, but we're going to do it with foil. So I was challenged to recreate this card, but with foil. So I want to do that today. So that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the overview. I do have my laminator zooping in the background, so you can probably hear it going. So just so you guys all know, I want to say thank you for your orders. We are about 50% sold through our initial inventory, and you guys have no idea how exciting that is. Hello, Sue. If everyone could just take a moment and please say thank you and hello to Sue. Sue is in here right now. She is the product development and product manager and all sorts of so much more, designer, brilliant creative individual that's in here with us today, and she's the one that made this all happen. So Sue and I spoke probably over a year ago, and when we first had the conversation, we talked, my goodness, we talked forever. We still talk. I mean, Sue and I, we'll call and just talk about anything. But we now, have become very close friends. And she is a big part of my life. So I thank you, Sue. And I, can't thank you enough, but I can't wait to give you 10 million hugs at Junkie Fest because this collection has surpassed my wildest dreams. So, I'm not going to get misty, but like I said, I was just Christopher Allen Crop from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that could only dream of having an opportunity like this, and now it's here. So, enough about that. Enough about the mushy stuff. But I just want everyone to know how grateful that I am for this opportunity, and it's incredible. It's a dream come true. I was telling everybody today, it's like, when you're a singer, when you're like Whitney Houston, and you get to release your first album, and someone really believes in you, and that is what this collection is to me. It's like I'm having a moment of someone really believed in me and really believed that I could do it, and here we are with our first 9 SKU program, which I'm so excited. Thank you, Simon. So let's take a look, shall we? And you guys have no idea, literally no idea, how hard it's been, because these foils and these products have been sitting, and when I tell you they've been sitting within inches of this live screen that I use all the time, literally within inches, within inches of, I mean, if a wind would have blown due west, you would have seen the entire collection. So I had to be very careful. So let's take a look. So first and foremost, of course, we have the transfer the transfer sheets. So the transfer sheets are basically our foil. So if you're familiar with the ThermoRub foil, the transfer sheets are our foil, essentially. It's the Decofoil foil. So we had a lot of questions today and a lot of confusion about what a transfer sheet was. It's just the foil, and I'm going to show you how it works here shortly. So this is the first one. It's called Sunrise, and oh my goodness, does it sunrise. So our foils are a little bit different because they are what would be considered like a printed foil is what I'm calling it. I don't know if that's the correct. Sue is here with us, thank goodness. But it's like a printed foil almost. So it almost looks like it has printing on it. So this is my first one, and it's called Sunrise. And the second one is called Dry Brush. And I mean, you guys, look at this foil. Really and truly, when, you know, Sue and I were going over these products and she, you know, presented these foils to me, I said, you have knocked Brutus Monroe on the head. You really have. You have knocked it on the head. It's, I mean, this could not be more Brutus Monroe if we tried. I mean, it's incredible. And thank you to everyone that placed your orders earlier today. I really appreciate it. Yes, it's our first amount started shipping today, but we're still shipping. So stay tuned. We're still shipping. And then last but certainly not least, probably the one that's been everyone's favorite, but it's hard because everyone has a favorite, is the Tide Pole. Now I'm hoping that the camera will pick up this Tide Pole. Do you see? It's almost like, and the light might be too bright. Let me bring it down here. It's almost like I don't even know how to explain it. It's almost like an oil slick. And actually, it's probably hard to see in the packaging. Let me take it out of the packaging and show you what it looks like. Oh, and the other really cool thing that Sue did for me, do you see how my signature is on the back of every package? It was a very, very sweet thing that she thought of. She sent me a message one night. She said, can you just write something for me? And I said, absolutely. What do you want me to write for you? So I wrote Create Your Own Ending and I signed it, and she put it on the back of every single package, which I mean is just so awesome. So my little note to all of you is on there. So this is what I'm hoping it will pick it up now. But again, you really have to see this in person. It really looks like an oil slick. And the lighting is just not doing it any justice. I don't even know how to, let's see if I take some of the light away, if that'll help. It's really what it looks like. It really is what it looks like. Let's see, is that, oh, kinda. Do you see it now? Well, hopefully, oh, there you go. Do you see it now? Hopefully I got like the perfect angle. It's so cool. And that's the one that we're gonna use today. So let me pull this away. And now let's talk about, and thank you to everyone that is purchasing right now. I really appreciate you guys purchasing right now, because I know you're heading out and trying to come back, but are we back? Hello? Okay, can you hear me? I'm gonna cross my fingers here. Of course it would happen today, of all days, right? I'm live, literally. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? I think you can hear me and you can see me. Oh my goodness. Literally, I am live every single night. Every single night. And the biggest release night of my life, we're buffering. Wouldn't that be the way it works? Wouldn't that be the way it works? Okay. So we'll see. Hopefully everybody will filter back in. All right, we're back. So these are the designer toner sheets. So what these are, and the ceiling dust is coming down from the, I have the big rig on my ceiling, and sometimes some little things come down. Okay, so the designer toner sheets are just that. They are toner sheets that you can send through the laminator, and they get the foil. The foil sticks to where the toner is. So this is the Distress Circles This is the first one. The one these next two seem to be the most popular right now. This one is coffee rings, which seems to be the second most popular. Actually, I'll save the most popular for last. I'll save the most popular for last. Then we have Loopy, which I keep calling I Love Loopy because it reminds me of I Love Lucy, the Loopy name. So I call this I Love Loopy, and this is just so cool. And this, actually, you might remember this from a stamp set we had a little while back. Then we have Stressed, which is just really funky, really cool, really different. It just is so cool. It's just really a different kind of funky pattern. Then we have Brush Strokes, which almost looks like also like it could be rain. You'll see the Inspiration team has a ton of stuff that's coming out that you'll see them using all of this. And there's one that I think you're really gonna love where she used this. I think it was Waleska. If Waleska's here, she used this. And then last but certainly not least, I'm gonna move this to this side so you can see it. You might have broken the website, Kim, because you guys broke the website earlier today. You did break the website earlier today. I will say that you guys did break the website earlier today, but I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I so do. Okay, so this is the very last one, but again, certainly not least. It's been a favorite all day, and this one is called Marble. So let me go ahead and pull the marble out so you can see exactly what this is all about, because you actually receive 4 pieces, and I want to explain this to you because I think it's important to explain it to you. So, oh, I always get things stuck. Okay, there we go. So, in the, oh my goodness gracious, I did not know that it was going to come with a piece of this. That is fantastic. Does that say that on here? Does that say that on here? It doesn't. Well, it comes with this. So that's fantastic. Sue, is this right? I hope so. It comes with a piece of the parchment. That is fantastic. So the thing that's very important to note is you receive 2 sheets of the white, and you also receive 2 sheets of the clear. Okay? It's right. Okay. I was like, I'm going to open this live, and there's going to be something, something in here. So, okay, so this is the marble, and I'm going to show you what I'm fixing to do with the marble today. So, I was again challenged, and I love a good challenge. You know that. I love a good challenge. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the same colors that we used yesterday because you guys really like that masculine theme, but we're going to kick it up a notch, and we're going to actually use some of the toner sheets. So let me go ahead and let's see here. So we're going to use both of the colors and this toner sheet here. Right, the clear marble, my goodness gracious, sakes alive. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to need to cut down a piece of the midnight. And I'm so excited because I'm making this, don't tell her, but I'm making this card for Sue. Don't tell her. I'm making this card for Sue. So we're going to cut this down to 5.5. 5.5 by 4 1/4. Don't you guys go and tell on me. Don't you guys go and tell on me that I'm making this for her. Shh, it's our little secret. So I'm going to cut this down because since this is clear, I want to back her for it. And one thing to note, so do you see, and I'm hoping the light will pick this up, do you see how this side of the toner sheet is all shiny? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Sue. Are people asking questions? They look bigger than a lot of the ones I've seen before. They are, Kim. They're 8.5 by 11. 8.5 by 11. So this side, you'll see there's a little bit of, it's a little different. It's got kind of some what I would say matte areas. So those areas are actually what we are going to foil. So I'm just going to trim off a little bit of the edge here because the design does not go all the way to the edge, which is fine, because I think that by having a little bit of extra space on the side, you have a little bit of zhuzh room, as I call it. But most of the time you're cutting this down to a layer size anyway, so it won't matter. So I'm going to cut this down to 4 1/4. And then I'm going to trim off, actually I won't trim anything off this end, I think that'll be fine, by 5 1/2. And again, it's completely up to your personal preference. It's completely up to your preference. But look at that, you guys. Okay. Oh, you can still look, Sue, because I know I'm going to need your help. I know I'm going to need your help because I know I'm going to get a question. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the Tide Pole. Because again, you guys have been just scooping up this Tide Pole. Oh my goodness gracious. And I'm going to cut this down to about 5 because I like to be safe with the foils. I like to have enough, you know what I mean? But remember, you're going to get 10 feet of foil in each foil package. Yeah, 10 feet of foil in each foil package. I know, it's crazy. So I'm going to cut these ones down too, as well. Might as well make quick work with our, let's see here, 4 1/4. Quick work with our trimmer. And again, these are, just in case you guys are taking notes, these are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And this is the wagon. This is the Jurassic. And then Midnight is the color that we're using to zhuzh. Okay, so the price points are, it's $7.99 for the foil and it's $5.99 for the sheets. Again, phenomenal price. And if you're in the stamp club, you know or you're in a subscription, you my friends get an extra 15% off. You get 15% off of everything. Okay, so remember, make sure that you're doing the side that you'll feel it. You can feel that it's raised up. You can feel it. That's the best way to explain it to you. So now, everyone, we're going to use this parchment sheet, and everyone say a prayer that I get it to go. The stamp club's only $5 a month. $5 a month, and the stamp next month is so good. It's so good. It's actually, I believe it's Dee's favorite next month. Dee, you're the one that asked for the sunflower, right? Okay, so we're going to run this through. And everyone, cross your fingers, because remember what I did last time. I always do the let me put my hand back here test and make sure that it's all. Please, the YouTube live gods, please be in my favor today. Please be, they're in my favor today. Whew, okay. Whew. Yeah, and we have the embossing club. Just so you guys know, there's going to be, if you guys placed an order within the next 2 weeks, there's actually a postcard that's coming out soon to give you an idea of all the different things you can get. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this off. Now, are you guys ready for the magic? Are you guys ready for the magic? What do you get? The stamp club, you get a 2x3 stamp every month. The embossing club, you get the embossing powder of the month, which I used to have on my desk, which I probably do not now because I'm talking about it and that's just the way it works. It just disappears. Okay, so let's take a look. Are you ready? Every time, you guys. Every time. It gets me every time. Look at that. And again, I hope that actually, let's put it on top of here. Let's put it on top of here so you can see it really, really well. And I hope the light picks it up. Look at that. Okay, is it just my screen that's getting all wonky? Oh no, it's back, okay. It's back. A Deco Foil Club, did you hear that, Sue? Did you hear that, Sue? Look at that. Oh my goodness gracious. And again, the light's not going to pick it up. It's just not going to pick it up right. I can't wait until payday to order some Bruce or Deco Foil. Awesome. Good. Awesome. Well, I owe that all to Sue. because she's the brainchild behind doing the toner that way. She's the brainchild. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're going to cut through. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place this. I'm gonna grab some of my favorite ThermoWeb adhesive. And you guys know that I'm not joshing it. This has been my favorite adhesive for a long time. I mean, I've been using this adhesive, I mean, with you guys for how long? I mean, long before I had a line with ThermoWeb, that's for sure. Okay, so that's so crazy to say. Long before I had a line with ThermoWeb. Oh my goodness, it's just incredible, you guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna place this right on top. And when you push it down really well, you know, that adhesive tends to start to disappear. And look at that. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Oh my goodness gracious. That to me, this is a $10 card. You know how I tell you guys a $10 card? That's a $10 card. I'll tell you right now. That is when you give that to someone, that's a $10. That's one of those, as my mom says, papyrus. Did my mic move? It can't be my mic because it's my phone. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? I hope so. I hope so. Oh, okay. Okay, good. So maybe it's just Kara, maybe your speaker or something went down. It does look like liquid platinum, doesn't it? And you guys, we were so busy in the store today. It was crazy. It's like the minute that email went out, it was nuts in the store. Absolutely nuts. So. You can barely hear me? Okay, try to see if your volume, I know this sounds so rude when I say this, but just check your volume because sometimes it can change itself. That's happened to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and tape this down with, of course, none other than purple tape. Which, don't worry, you guys, we got a ton more in today. Because you guys were scooping that up. Now tell me that my top plate is missing. Did you guys see me set it down somewhere? Did you guys see me set that down somewhere? Oh, here it is. Whew, that was a close one. That was a close one. Okay, so we're going to run this through. Oh, well, I'm going to have to do that, Sue. So I'm just running this through twice because twice is just as nice, number one. And number two, it's because I don't know why I would sound softer. Maybe I'm going to have to pump up the volume once I'm off the live. Okay, so we ran that through twice just in case because, you know, obviously we are cutting through foil as well as cardstock. And let's go ahead and, oh, did I not? Oh, I got it. You might have to, because my rollers are a little bit jumpy. So hold on one second. Let me just trim this part right here. It's because this was towards the center, and if you guys know your die cutting machines, the center is where you have a little trouble. Awesome. So here's what that looks like. Again, this is what we call in Pittsburgh, PA, a $10 card. So, and it's a $10 card that you are making for pennies. I mean, literally pennies. And don't you dare throw this part away. Don't you dare throw this part away, because I'm telling you, we're going to use this for something. I don't know what yet, but don't you dare. That looks like a planet to me. Does that look like a planet to you? That's fixing to be that's going to be a planet on one of the blast-off cards. Okay, so let me turn off the laminator because she's making all sorts of sassy sounds at me right now. All right, so let me look for my original card. Oh, heck, we're going to create our own ending. We're not going to worry about the original. So we're going to take this piece. Oh, yeah, if you guys ordered, I think all the rest of the inspiration boxes shipped out today. I think all the rest of them shipped out today. I believe they did. I believe they did. Okay. They'll believe it. I always have Galaxy on the mind, which is why I was so excited to do that box this month. So excited. So again, more purple tape. Now remember, with purple tape, you can reuse it over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. But I will tell you that I tend to lose my tape. Like I set it on the desk and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use that over and over and over and over and over again. And then I'm like, oh, where did I put that piece of purple tape? Then I go to take a shower and I have purple tape stuck to my elbow, stuck to my foot, stuck to my cheek. I'm like, oh, well, that's where all that purple tape went. Fantastic. We found it. Now just to get it back down to the craft room. So, okay, so we're gonna run this guy through. Because remember, this is a layered, whoops, oh my goodness. This is a layered card. We want to layer it with those circles. And I just found out today from our inventory manager that the circle dies are on their way back in. They're on their way back in. They're on their way back in. All right. So let's go ahead and pop this off. And the best part of the purple tape is it will not rip your paper. Isn't that fantastic? It's awesome, awesome, awesome. I use it. I mean, it's the only tape that I've ever used because painter's tape will rip your paper. Promise me. Take it. I mean, promise you. Take it from me. It's going to rip your paper. That won't rip your paper and won't leave, you know, it doesn't leave like this weird residue. It's really great. So, all right, so let's start building. First, let me grab a piece of alabaster. Actually, this piece of alabaster I'm going to use as a catch-all for my embossing. Let me grab a new piece of alabaster. Hold on one moment. And a quick shout out again and thank you to everyone that is ordering while I'm live. I appreciate that. I do. I love that too. It does have the consistency of acetate, Kim. It is pretty much, it's like a thinner acetate, so it bends, it moves, you can score it, you can do all sorts of cool stuff with it. But the best part to me is that you can actually go ahead and you can do all sorts of different techniques with it. Like again, you can score it, you can fold it, and it's heat resistant. So I'm sure you guys know what I'm up to for tomorrow's live. I'm not going to tell you yet. You'll just have to come and see me. But, because I have to really do some really fun lives for the next 2 days because I'm going to be gone. So I'm doing as many fun lives as I can because I'm heading on out to Minnesota. Heather, I'm just going to say to stay tuned, my love. That's all I will say is to stay tuned, my love. Okay, so I'm going to grab my scoring tool here. I'm Martha Stewart, the Old Faithful, and we're going to go to 5.5. Okay. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Tracy. Hello, everyone. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fold this puppy down. And then our first layer is the red. So let me grab my Thermal Web tape. My favorite, my two favorites are the green guys, or the, well, I guess now I'm kind of fond of all of them, but the green guys as well as the new XLs. I was just introduced recently as today, to the XLs, and I love them. But I'll show you more about those later. So probably tomorrow is when I'll use the XL. So I'm just going in, use as much or as little tape as you would like. And pop this on here. Okay. And then we're going to take our topmost layer. And we are going to place that on. Now, you may have noticed that I forgot to emboss the red part first, but I think we should be just fine. We should be just fine. I'm going to do that before I pop this one on. But the sentiment that we are going to use today is "You're the best." And again, I'm going to try to use this sentiment set all week to show you guys the versatility of this set. I'm using my round block today because it's my go-to block all the time. I'm using a little bit of Brutus Monroe embossing ink. Gonna go ahead and pop "You're the best" down there in the center.
grab ourselves some alabaster embossing powder, because the alabaster just always looks so darn pretty. And then we're going to flip that off of there. Tap, tap, tap. Let's give her a little bit more just in case. Zhuzh that around a bit. Flip it over, tap, tap, tap. Gonna tap it off to the side a little bit. There we go. Okay, now let's try to get all the powder back in, Christopher. There we go.
All right.
So now I'm gonna take the heat tool. We're gonna heat it up.
Make sure you heat up your heat tool before you bring it to your project here. We're going to go and heat up that embossing powder. Just give it a moment, because since we have multiple layers, remember, if you have multiple layers, it's going to take a little bit longer to heat up, because you got to heat up both layers, because the back layer is going to stay kind of cool. There we go. So now we have You're the Best, and you just got to zhuzh it out a little bit, because we heated up that adhesive underneath, and it's just, you know, going to want to warp a little bit. And then now we're going to take our piece de resistance. And now the cool thing about this foil, and why it's one of my favorites, is that, and we're just going to run this whole thing through the die cutting machine so that it will flatten out for us. But it's kind of like when you wear clothing and your eyes pick out, your eyes change colors based on your clothing. This card is really bringing out a lot of green now in the foil because of that green circle. Isn't that cool? I just love that.
Let me make sure this is, I'm gonna have to add more adhesive back there. But isn't that cool? Isn't that cool?
Yes, I am live now, Trudy.
Yep. Anytime that it says watching now at the bottom, yes, all the last shipment of the inspiration boxes went out today. So there is our card for this evening. Now I cannot wait. Like I said, I can't wait to show you guys what else I have up my sleeves for this release. I have so many cool things, so many cool projects. I can't wait to show you guys what we're up to tomorrow. Like I said, there's a lot of really, really cool, really, really interesting, really, really nifty items that I want to show you. And I think that you guys are really, really going to love this collection, and I can't wait to show you again what else I have up my sleeves for this collection. So I want to thank you. I want to give you guys a huge, huge virtual hug, and thank you for all the orders you guys have placed. Belinda, if you have, did you order today, Belinda, by any chance? If you ordered today, it's just because they're just combining your orders, my friend. If you ordered today, it's just because they're combining the orders. They're trying to combine orders as best they can. As best they can. As best they can. I think they still had about 200 orders when we left today. So that might be it. That might be why. So again, a big virtual hug and a thank you. Thank you so much for your purchases today. Thank you so much for supporting me in this new venture with Thermalab and Decofoil. I'm just completely in awe in this incredible thing that Decofoil and Sue have allowed me to do. So thank you all. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Valeria. I can't wait to hang out with all of you and show you some more techniques. And I will see you all very, very soon. Remember to always be good to one another, please, for me. And also, remember to create your own ending, because you have the power to do so. I promise you. I promise you, you have the power to create your own ending. And I am living proof of that. I love you all to pieces. Have a wonderful night. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.